So you still want an advocate for good, healthy eating?
Of course. That's why I look like this. Not really. It's just that I've learned over the years, that it requires a lot of discipline, and you're doing it for yourself. So it's not like you're doing it for somebody else.
Yeah.
And if you want to feel good and look good, you have to do your due diligence, do your part. And I always admire the elderly who, were unable to read and write, but they had the secret of, staying alive and looking good, and they made it to 100 years. Now, right there now, I'm seeing the younger generation, they're just dropping like flies. It's just ridiculous to see, what they eat and drink. And, they have no clue about herb tea, bush tea, the things that we were familiar with that don't even exist. And that the environment already is toxic. And then on top of that, we are not really taking heed of what's happening around us in the environment. And therefore, you're going to get a lot of ads in the newspaper, all who passed. It's becoming now like an epidemic on this island. And I mean, I have been out here speaking about this situation for so long that I'm really running out of steam myself. Because, it hurts to see you talk to people, you give them advice, they're getting it for free, and then yet they take it for granted. And then you get a phone call, this one passed. But one thing I've realized, though, over the past years, that a lot of folks are getting sick and sicker because of mercury toxicity. And I was made to understand that Mr. Barefoots was not so long ago in the program
just taped with him
talking about the sharks and the ocean and the fishes and all of that. And one thing I have witnessed also, because I speak usually only about my personal experience. And people always ask me, Rose, you're not a doctor. I say, no, I'm not. I just share my experience with everyone who wants to hear it or not. Because if you can save a life, why not share with somebody else? And then I realized that most of the sicknesses are caused by the mercury fillings, mercury plates, mercury clips, and a lot of metal. And the system have it put that way that they pay only for that type of dental work. There are holistic dentists out there, and they are pushing hard to educate the people on using non-toxic fillings, and different material exists. But because of the Social Security French and the SAV Dutch, I guess, wants to keep the people sick, God forbid, and they pay for that. So if a person don't have finances to take charge of his own health, then you'll see a lot of people just dying.
Oral Gibbs Live, you're on caller. Hello.
Yes, good night.
Good night.
Yeah, but back in the days when your mother used to give you castor oil, you never used to fasting, but one thing they used to do was to wet your feet, because it has something to do, if you get wet, I think you would get sick. So they used to wet your feet before you give you castor oil. And what she's saying there about the charcoal, I heard that already from someone, that when you get poison, you should use charcoal. So that's the truth.
Wow.
Okay, have a good night.
All right, thanks for calling. Good night.
Okay.
All right. But that part about wetting your...
Yeah, my mother used to do
Yeah?
it. But there was a trick in that wetting.
Yeah.
It was to move the worms.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're full of worms. Parasites all over. We have them crawling everywhere.
Yeah. Oral Gibbs Live, you're on caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on air live. Go ahead.
What else she said you have to mix with the charcoal?
Cayenne pepper powder and clay powder. French clay powder.
I can't hear you.
Repeat it. Repeat.
You use a teaspoon of charcoal, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper powder. You buy at the
Pepper
health...
powder?
Cayenne. Pepper.
Cayenne.
Yes. You
Pepper
purchase...
powder.
Yeah, you buy that at the health store.
And the charcoal.
Yes, and you can also add French clay powder, a teaspoon. Or bentonite clay. It's the same thing. It's a clay, it's a mineral. You can drink it once a week, though.
Yes.
Mix it in a little water and you wash it down.
Cayenne,
Charcoal,
pepper,
cayenne,
and charcoal, and
clay. French clay powder.
French prickly.
No, clay powder.
French
Clay
clip.
powder.
Yeah.
It's a clay.
Clay powder. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome there.
Okay. So
That also kills the worms, eh?
with those three, that come.
Yeah, ooh, massive. What a massive cleanup you get, boy.
Yeah.
Make sure you it don't have no taste. It tastes like sand. You cannot use it every day because then you get constipation. That's not the idea.
So
You
take
do
it
it
once
once a
a
week.
week.
Is enough.